Welcome back to another training video. I have missed going to training. I haven't been since before Gather Round because they did those 2 weeks, obviously in Adelaide, and then they went up to Brisbane, and then, goddamn, it's been absolutely nuts. But we are back, and the biggest eyes that I had was on Darcy Moore, seeing what would happen with him and if he's ready to go. And it looks like he is absolutely flying on the track. He did everything that he needed to do. It was a very, very light session today, though. So we'll see when the full, you'd think that it'll be a little bit more match sim on Thursday. A couple of other players that I was looking at was Tom Mitchell, of course, because he's in full training now. He's about 3 or 4 weeks away from full game. He did say that not to me, he said on his Ball Magnus podcast that it looks like he might be playing VFL soon. So keep an eye out for that, racking up 50 disposals in the VFL. And the other guy was Lachie Schultz. There he is right there on screen. Just seeing how he was going from his hamstring injury. We know that he was running and stuff last week and he looked okay, but he didn't miss a beat today. But again, this was a very light session, so we will see what everyone looks like on Thursday when everyone really cracks into it. So one thing that I did notice, and it'll come up in the video in a second, was Billy Frampton was pretty much just training. Oh, you can kind of see him there. Pretty much just training with the Ruckman. So look, he's been doing that for most of preseason and most of training as well when they sort of need a ruck. So it'll be interesting to see, do they put Billy Frampton in the ruck? Now remember, I can't remember if it was 2022 or 2023, Cameron and Cox went down. I think it was 2022. And we needed people in the ruck. And that is where Frampton, McStay, and Ash Johnson jumped in. So do we see Billy Frampton get into the ruck game and maybe no Mason Cox? If Frampton does play in the ruck, it would probably mean a Charlie West debut. So keep an eye on that. It is definitely one option, and there he is again in the ruck. With a light training session like this, there wasn't many standouts like you would think. The normal guys just keep going about it. This was mainly just to see the fitness of everyone. Obviously, Dan McStay wasn't there, Reef wasn't there, and Harvey Harrison wasn't there either. The one guy that was doing rehab was Ilru Smith, so he copped a corky, so he was just running on the boundary. You can see Nick there just giving 110% in a training like he always does. You're probably going to ask me, well, why is some of the, the black and the white jumpers, what does that sort of mean? I wouldn't look too much into it. Degoe at one stage, Perryman, there were a couple of other A-graders, or not A-graders, sorry, first-team players that were wearing white. Lipinski, so I wouldn't look into that too much until probably Thursday when there is full training. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think Howard's wearing white at one stage as well. One guy that I did really like the look of today was Ned Long. Now, we know what Long he can do. We know what he has been doing. But he, in a training session where no one was really standing out, he did look like a man possessed during light training. So you do love to see that, especially from Longy. 22 years old, he's got the world at his feet at the moment, has absolutely been smashing it. And it just gives me... hope that he can just absolutely take this opportunity by the scruff of its neck. They ended the session with a cross-ground match simulation, just a quick one. That's what you're seeing right now. Tom Mitchell was all in that. You can see him there with his nice, newly shaved white dome. And yeah, what I did notice in this match simulation, and I don't know if it's coming up now, no, it would have been before, was that Scott Pendlebury was playing in the forward line. So I don't know, look into that what you will. But that is pretty much it. We are back at training. It feels good to be back. It was a bloody cold day. But if you like this training video and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell as well. Like, comment, subscribe, all of those fun things. But until then, I'll swoop you later. Frampton was doing a lot of training with the Rucks, though.
Yeah.
If that's...